Hello and welcome to the final of the Alpha Games Regional, also known as the King of the Narrow Sea. And we have Rowan and Gavin on the left playing Targ Wars. And
it's me, yeah.
It's you.
It's me. Also, hi.
Hi. You're in a final.
Yep.
Of a regional.
Yeah.
But you've not been on any of the games so far.
No, that's true. Yeah, well, I didn't want to put myself on camera all the time. I'm not that arrogant.
But you're in a regional.
Yeah, it's
final.
fine. Do you like my map?
Yeah. You've never been in a regional final before?
Haven't I?
Don't think so.
You're right, I haven't.
GZ.
Cool. Do you want to talk about the decks or setups?
Sure. So we've seen Rowan's deck a few times already. Rowan is playing the... it is Targ Burn, but it's also got quite a few neat little tricks and things in there. So
well, it's kind of Burn and Blood Riders. It's kind of a nice mix of the two.
Was it House of Pain you said it was
House
based
of Pain, yeah.
So, he's trying to remake the House of Pain deck. His setup then is a Drogon with Flea Bottom and Slaver's Bay Port. And you've set up with Nymeria, a Direwolf Pup, Last Half Scouts, Flea Bottom and a Rose Road.
Last Half Scout? Oh, you
Not
mean
quite.
Last Half?
Last Half, even. Nearly. So I'm guessing your deck is a doggy deck.
It is, yeah.
Doggy Reigns.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I built one. Heard that Sweeney had built one. Got in touch with Sweeney. We compared decks. We got our decks out. We looked at them. We made some tweaks
to your decks.
And then I played that one.
Tweaked your decks.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, my setup seems good. 5 card.
Yeah, very good.
Drawing into a lot of cards. That seems okay.
So you've marched into Rowan's Counting Coppers. Is that because you have seen that during the tournament Rowan tends to open coppers?
No. I played Rowan in the first game of Swiss and I lost that game.
Okay.
He opened coppers clearly to get his pieces together. And this is, you know, it's kind of, once you played someone in the Swiss before, the element of surprise is gone. And that advantage, you know, is known to me. I think this is one of the only times in the tournament that I didn't open Late Summer Feast.
Oh, okay.
To get loads of characters out.
So why did you choose to march the dragon even though he had Flea Bottom?
Because the dragon will enable an easy Dracarys for 1 gold. And I know that opening Counting Coppers, he will want to, you know, have that threat. So I figure if I make it cost 2 to do the threat, that's cool with me.
Okay, fair enough.
Just to punish him a little bit on that Counting Coppers turn.
Yeah.
Also, I've got Flea Bottom, and having my own Flea Bottom target is cool.
Very true, yeah. What if you hadn't opened coppers? Do you feel like you might have fucked up with that?
Not fucked up, really. I mean, I've got some economy. I've got 5 golds worth of economy. Clearly, I had Bran in hand.
Oh, what's this one?
This is Wolf Dream. So usually I try and trigger the reins on the first plot because I open Late Summer Feast. Clearly I don't really have much in the way of intrigue icons. And I'm not really that bothered about triggering rein. So I go for the Wolf Dream, nail the faction card, get a dupe for Nymeria. Because I don't want to be too aggressive in the early game, just in case he burns me. I'd rather build a board first before I get wrecked.
Yeah, makes sense. So you've marshalled Bran, you've gone and fetched yourself a dupe for Nymeria there, and you're putting something into shadows. So I'm presuming.
I wonder what it is.
Presuming it's Bolton Flayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Nefarious Acolyte.
So I find Bolton Flayer can be a little bit risky sometimes. I have to be quite careful of how I use it, not to kill my own characters. But Targ tends to have a lot of low-cost characters that are good, so they tend to play them.
Spoiler, Rowan doesn't really have any except Missandei.
Oh, okay.
So he's running basically only Dragon, Missandei, and then it's 4 cost or higher, I think. There might be the odd chud here or there, but...
So why bother with the Bolton Flayer?
because dragons. Because if he flea bottoms in the dragon at some point in a later round, bottom flare will trigger before they leave play from flea bottom.
Yeah, because the bottom flare is when the phase ends, and the flea bottom is at the end of the phase.
Correct.
So we have when, until, and at. So when triggers first, then until, and then at.
Yeah.
So the bottom flare would trigger before the flea bottom sends the character back to the bottom of the deck.
That's the one.
Seems good.
So cool. So Rowan triggered his Flavoured Bayport for gold, give him 3.
And
He paid 2 for another Flavoured Bayport and got the gold from it, which leaves him 2. Paid 1 for a 20 grounds. So he got a potential 2 gold for an event. And I know he runs Consuming Flame. And I have a dog called Nymeria who is 3 strength, so I'm going to be reluctant really to do a lot.
Yeah, I think in the early rounds, especially against Targ, it's not worth just chucking your characters in unless you've got a bigger board. It's a little bit risky.
Yeah, I've nothing to gain. I don't have an intrigue icon. There's nothing to kill in military. There's no power to take. Why bother?
So does Wolf Dreams know your faction card?
It does.
Okay, so you don't need to worry about using the reins or anything then?
No. Yeah, so I reckon I'll pass challenges. Just take Dom.
You both pass challenges and you, as you say, just take Dom.
Seems fine to me.
So this was very much a setup round for you both.
I'm
That's how it feels anyway.
I'm celebrating end of this round. I'm like, I've won. I'm winning. I'm winning the game 1-0.
You do literally sit there and say, I'm winning!
So I've got rid of a couple of cards.
Yeah.
Don't know what they were, but North Remembered is one of them, which is, of course, recoverable.
I see you wearing your Lad Thraki t-shirt there, Richard.
Lad Thraki.
What? He's wearing a Cornish Paramore t-shirt.
That's true. The Lad Thraki were I had a mini tournament for my birthday at my house, and it was my team versus
my house, our house,
my house. I'm here more than you.
Yeah, you hear that, guy? She doesn't go to work.
I work from home. And Richard was on the opposing team, on the Lad Thraki team. So if you get a look at his t-shirt properly, I did the designs for it. It's Drogo wearing a Danny wig, holding a beer and a kebab that says lads on it.
That's so Lad
That
Thraki.
was the request for their t-shirt design.
Lads.
Bloody plonkers, a lot of you.
So what are we going to do now?
Flip plots, I assume.
Yay! I still don't go in with Late Summer Feast.
Why not?
I don't know. I can't really recall. Maybe I didn't want to. Maybe I don't have a good enough card in hand to warrant.
So this is a little bit risky from Rowan here because, I mean, he's open with coppers, not really marshalled or anything, so he's got loads of cards in hand. And now he's playing March to the Wall, which is a reserve of 5.
Yep.
So he's going to have to discard a lot of cards. And from what I could see in his hand, which wasn't a lot, but what I could see was it seemed like lots of it was expensive. So this could be a little bit risky because he's not going to be able to marshal loads. Not on 4, 5. Going to get 6 gold with the Slaves Bay Ports.
That's quite a lot. You can afford. He can afford Blood of My Blood. He can afford Kotho, which is nothing. Missandei comes into play for free. He can put things in discard pile for.
Yeah, but the problem is like Blood of My Blood, for example, is going to replace itself in his hand because he plays Blood of My Blood at the end of the turn. That character's going to come back to hand. So he's going to have so many cards at the end of his round. He's going to have to discard a lot unless he uses them.
He's going to Blood of My Blood for Kotho. And then you can use Kotho as an anytime action. So you can use that in the standing phase to Kotho him in to get that effect without having to just throw cards away. That's 3 cards out of the hand.
Yeah.
So you can do that. I'm sure he's got things to do.
Okay.
Rowan's not a stupid player. He's not going to just play March.
Well,
lightly.
he's in the final, so he's obviously not a stupid player, as you say.
Speaking of stupid players, I'm marshalling.
I'm pretty sure it's not a stupid thing to do to marshal. So
I play Donella. So Donella's cool. She give me a reduction on loyal cards.
Mm-hmm. And using her reduction to help you pay for the Northern Armoury. So this, of course, is 2 cost, gives you 1 gold each turn, but you can kneel it to stand a character with the limit that it cannot restand. Now, I saw quite a nifty trick with this. If you're not wanting to use it on other people's horrible locations, you can actually put seized. Was it seized by the guard? On your own Northern Armoury. And it would stand. Because it would be blank, right? Yep. Which seems brilliant. So that was a little trick that WoW taught me in the last tournament I was at.
In his cohort deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun deck that.
It's pretty cool.
I wonder if he'll post it at some point. Maybe he will. Maybe he wants more tournaments out of it.
Maybe.
Who knows? Know. Who knows? Actually, he knows. He'll be watching this video.
Oh yeah. Hi, Mama. Patreon. You're great. Are you posting your deck list?
He's not that great.
I don't know. He's a European champion.
I don't know. Maybe he got lucky.
He won like 3 regionals last year.
Luck.
Pretty sure it's luck.
So, the board.
So, Rowan's marshalling then. Marshalling a second Sun's no bestow. And it looks like he's saving 3 gold there, but it's a little bit hard to tell with his like weird token things that he uses. Are they the power things that you got from for participating in Starlight last year? Ones that Rowan's using for gold?
I have no idea.
They look the right shape and size and colour. I can't obviously see the design on them from here. But I think they're the ones that you got from Starlight last year, because we've got a couple of bags that have got similar tokens in them. I'm going to guess it's that. So you've flea bottomed in a direwolf pup.
Yeah.
And you're doing a military challenge with it.
I figure I can afford to have that die.
Yeah. Doesn't really matter if you kill a pup, right?
Because I've got military claim in Nymeria's dupe.
Yeah.
So not too bothered. I don't know if he run Valarm or Gulis. I don't think he played it in the first game against me, because it only went to 4 or 5 plots.
Okay.
So if you had that, I don't know.
So your direwolf pup is 2 strength, right? Because it goes up by 1 strength per other direwolf or something, right?
Correct, 2 strength.
Okay.
So he got to do something to stop that second son dying, either defend or not.
Mm-hmm. So he's defending with Drogon, who is on 3 strength.
4 strength.
Oh, probably, yeah, 4 strength. So the good thing with him doing that, it means that at least the dragon's out of that discard pile, and you're not going to have to worry about it, for the moment at least, there being a dragon on the board that could Dracarys you.
I can still win this challenge.
You can, yep.
Because I can use Last Hearth or Nymeria.
Last Hearth seems a better shout. Putting Nymeria in is possibly risky, especially as she's your claim soak.
Agreed.
So using Last Hearth there to boost the direwolf pup. So he's now on 5 strength because you have less than 3 plots in your use pile. Is that correct? Yeah?
Correct.
Yeah.
I think it's fewer than 3.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
You said less than 2, I think.
Oh.
But whatever. Yeah, we know what it means.
I meant fewer than 3. I don't know what I said.
I mean, I can't imagine my plot is going to do much work in this round.
No, but I guess you did it for the gold?
If I did it for the gold, I could have played Late Summer Feast, but I don't really want to give him cards. But then I don't anticipate doing many challenges at this stage in the game.
If anything, it might have actually been better to give him the cards, because with the March to the Wall, his reserve is so low. You'd be quite happy to do that.
Well, clearly I didn't know he was going to play March.
Well, yeah, obviously. So we're using the tourney grounds here to reduce the cost of an event by 1. This means that he can use the 2 gold he had left to pay for Blood My Blood and go and fetch Kotho, and doing the Intrigue challenge here with Kotho. You're defending using Donella, and then using your plot, or Nymeria, I guess it doesn't really matter which one, to bring Nymeria into the challenge and defend with Donella, which means that you will win the Intrigue challenge.
So now he's got no resources at all with which to play any burn cards.
However, he does have Waken the Dragon, because Kotho will be coming back to hand anyway.
Yep.
So Awaken the Dragon on Kotho lets him stand and do a military challenge.
Good play.
Yeah. Second Sons discards themselves at the end of the phase, and Kotho comes back to hand. This means that Rowan will be able to use Kotho. Is he going to use it now in the standing phase? No.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe he doesn't want anything on the board. He could reset.
He could reset, actually, yeah.
He also plays the Targ event Unexpected Return.
Okay.
Which you pay 5 and you can put any character into play from your discard pile.
Wow, look at that discard.
So he could just put in Drogo with an Unexpected Return from his discard pile.
And that's a Targ event, is it?
It is.
How much is it?
5.
Quite a lot then.
It's a lot, but getting a Drogo that is sitting in the discard pile all game, whenever you want him.
That's true.
It's nice. So the board seems to favour me, I think, at the moment. Obviously, I've got the board present with characters. I've got a good backboard. I've got the Bolton Flare and Shadow.
Yeah.
I'm losing 3-0.
Yes.
But I'm not concerned yet.
Yeah, I think your boards are quite equal. I mean, you've both got 2 gold on the back row because you've not got enough dead yet to trigger Slavery Port. So you've both basically got 2 gold on the back row for economy. You've both got a flea bottom, and then you've got last hearth to
I've got strength bump.
Grounds.
I've got a stand location, and I've got characters.
But Rowan has all the tricks.
Yeah, and Donnella's going to give me another economy.
That's true.
As well, so that's quite important.
Oh, okay, so we've got a Coppers into Withering Cold. As Rowan's chucked, half his deck into his discard pile, so he's going to go and get them back again, or at least get some new ones. Whereas you have played Withering Cold, so no standing. This means that it's going to be difficult for Rowan to use his Slaver's Bay Ports, or his Flea Bottom, or his Turning Grounds this turn, because he's not going to get to stand them again. Yeah,
I'm thinking essentially that because all of his locations kneel, this stretches his location base over 2 turns rather than one use per turn, and that puts pressure on him when he has no board.
This is a really good time for you to do this actually, because with the counting coppers, he was probably relying on the gold from the Slaver's Bay Ports, and if he uses them now, he's not going to be able to use them next turn. And let's face it, Rowan's board is small. He seems to be running quite low gold plots at the moment, so the Slaver's Bay Ports are probably quite important for him to get that extra gold.
But we know he's got Kotho in hand.
We do, yeah.
So he can get characters out.
Okay. And we've got Dothraki Sea here, so he's going to be able to sacrifice that if he wins a power challenge to go and find a Blood Rider.
You don't find a Blood Rider, put one into play from your hand.
Sorry, yeah. Which I'm assuming he must have by this point.
Oh, you've got Kotho.
You can just put Kotho in normally, right?
He can. Depends if you want to lose the card.
Well, if he's got the Sunday.
Yeah, that's always a factor.
It's always the happy play in Targ, isn't it?
Yeah.
Discard the Sunday to put Kotho into play and just put 2 characters on the board.
Indeed. So Rowan hasn't used any of his economy.
Mm-hmm.
So this, to me, playing the Withering Cold going second, means that I could kneel my Flea Bottom. I could kneel last half. If I think I'm going to win an intrigue, I can just flip out my own plot. So my opponent would then suffer for no reason.
Yeah.
Because they've actually hamstrung themselves by the threat of not being able to stand.
Yeah, it's one of the good things about playing Reigns with your deck, with the Withering Cold, because as you say, you can just flip out the Withering Cold after your opponent's done all their things. So I'm assuming you made Rowan first then. Is it high initiative?
Yeah, I have a higher initiative. I have initiative of 6.
Yeah,
Rowan has 3.
Yeah, so you've made Rowan first deliberately, because that means that you can see what he does and then flip out as and when you want to, right?
Yeah.
Seems good.
Yeah, and it puts the pressure on him. I can see if he kneels all his stuff out, then maybe I just don't Reigns, depending on the situation at hand. And I've got 7 gold, so I spent 6 of it on the Roaming Wolf Pack, which on attack is very strong.
How strong is it?
It would be, well, it's 6 strength basic, but they have passive tech, which gives them another +2.
Oh, nice.
There'll be 8 strength on attack.
Yeah, I guess at least then you can, attack without having to worry too much about Targ burn.
Yeah, that's what I like about the Wolfpack. They're really good in the Targaryen matchup. I mean, they can be burned, but they'd have to expend a lot of resources to do so.
I thought it'd frozen them, but I think it's just you two are both sitting really still.
Yeah, Rowan, considering his moves, what does he want to do in the Withering Cold? Does he just want to delay it and get through it and fight for the next round? Or does he want to do something?
Yeah, he's not happy with that last half, is he?
Yeah, I don't think he likes it.
It's not good against Targ. Well, I mean, it is good against Targ, but it's not
only
a
lasts
good
for the
thing
challenge.
for Targ. Oh, is it only the challenge?
Yeah, not for the phase.
Oh, okay.
Just to the end of the challenge. So, let's say I went in with Donella as first player, triggered last half to boost her to 6 strength, and he played Drakara. She would just die when the challenge is resolved.
Oh, that's not so bad then.
So I'm looking at my rain plots.
You are.
Suggestively. It's always good to, bluff that threat. Even if you have no intention of triggering out rain, just look at your rain plots every now and then, and it makes your opponent think more about, maybe I should be thinking about stopping this, and it allows you other challenges through.
Well, it's like playing Targ. If you're playing Targ Fealty, just know your faction card. Doesn't matter if you've got Dracarys or not, just kneel it. Freaks people out. Oh,
so
okay.
The March to Bran is back.
It is.
Flea Bottom has been triggered. Bran has come into play.
So kneeling Bran there to give a power icon to the roaming Wolfpack, and coming in with a power challenge. It's unopposed, using Donella, who we haven't used yet. You are reducing the cost of the event by 1. So you're playing Winter is Coming for free. That means you're getting 2 claim for the power, plus the unopposed.
That's a good swing.
That's a very good swing. Oh, nice.
It may be the Withering Cold, but I think I can range out of it.
Yeah. So using your Northern Armoury to re-stand the Wolfpack again.
Give him a green. Well, I use the Northern Armoury to stand Bran, who can restand.
Sorry, yeah. So using Bran to stand the Wolfpack, which gives them a green, as you say, intrigue icon. And doing the intrigue now for 8.
So I can trigger range at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I can flip out of the Withering Cold and then restand my pieces. So that's nice.
Yeah. However, Rowan does have Kotho in hand, so if he wants to, he could defend with Kotho.
You could, but I have last half, which can boost the Wolfpack to 11. So if he had Kotho and Missandei, I'm sad.
How many plots are in the used pile at the moment?
2, 3? 3, I think.
3 in the used pile.
Yeah, maybe it's 3.
So discarding Rhaegal and...
Oh no, it is 2, because we've had Marched and Wardens. And then into this.
Okay.
So yeah. So he defends with Kotho. I'm thinking about triggering last half. He's still got the potential to play a Consuming Flame, but he would have to discard a card from hand, trigger his tourney grounds, and pay that last gold. And then the Withering Cold would make sure that tourney grounds doesn't stand, and Kotho wouldn't stand either. So I'm going to trigger Reigns. And I'm going to do a play that I'm really fond of.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's so basically they've committed to try and stop my reigns. I've managed to get the reigns off. I could also have triggered Nymeria if I needed to really win it.
Yeah, it's true.
So I've triggered my reign. I'm going to reign into wheels within wheels to try and find Taste for Flesh to kill the defending character.
Oh, that's mean.
Because they share the same reaction window.
Okay, yeah.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, because you can choose Well, Rains, you could choose what happened first, couldn't you? You could do Taste for Flesh first and then Rains, for example, if you wanted.
Yeah, you can, yeah. And I was like, what does that do? Oh, shit.
But yeah, so using the Rains to actually go and find a Taste of Flesh is really, really nice.
It is good.
So reaction to winning, Taste for Flesh, kills the defender. Then it wasn't unopposed. But you do get claim. Oh, what's that? What is that?
That is unexpected return.
Oh, is that the one that goes and grabs someone? He is going to be pissed that you took that one.
That's the one that brings something into play from the discard pile.
I bet you wanted that.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I mean, it's discarded Drogo.
So that wolf pack has enabled a big swing with Bran in that discard pile. So, yeah, so Rowan's marching Bran kind of, that would have been a lot worse if you hadn't have marched Bran, because Bran would be on the board for turn after turn.
Yeah.
Whereas I've only got him for one turn, but with the wolf pack, a really impactful turn.
That was. I mean, weren't you like 3-0 down at the beginning of that round?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good swing.
Yeah, it's alright.
Well done, Han.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't really watch the game as you were playing, because I was a bit nervous for you and I didn't want to put you off. So I sat at the table behind you and gave somebody a demo game.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get more players.
Got to try and hook him in somehow.
Yeah, exactly. I must admit, towards the end of your game, I did have to tell the guy, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ignore you now while I go and watch the end of this.
I'm just leaning on a chair now. I'm all chill. I know what I'm doing. I've got a plot. I've got a plan. And I guess it's up to Rowan to try and stop that. I've still got a Bolton Flare in the shadow.
Do you forget about it?
No. Well, what am I going to kill? I'm going to kill himself.
Yeah, it's true.
So I might as well just leave it there. I like to leave it there in shadows, because if there is a reset, let's say a Valar Morghulis happened, you can bring him out, and if your opponent reset, generally they'll play a Chod or two out, and then you can bring him out of shadow, use him, and also get a kill.
Seems like a plan.
Yeah. It's nice. Is my discard pile just full of events now?
Yeah, I don't think you've got any flea bottom targets. Because the only things that have gone into there are the Direwolf Pup and Bran, if I remember
Yeah, and
correctly.
they've both come out.
Yeah. I'm guessing that you're okay for reserve.
No need to guess, honey. I'm okay for reserve.
It's good.
I flipped into wheels within wheels. Got 7 reserve. That's another good thing about if you open Late Summer Feast, because you've got some intrigue icons in your setup hand, then you can do that and get them out confident that you can at least try and trigger Rains and get out of Late Summer Feast, only giving them 1 card, and then you're flipping into a 7 reserve plot.
Yeah, so you don't lose all the cards that you got in.
And it draws your card, sometimes. Unless you change your deck and play the Northampton Regional.
So we've got Close Call into Political Disaster.
Wow. So I play PD.
You did. You do. You did.
I have 4 locations, but I play it anyway. The Northern Armoury is used. Although it provides an economy, it's used. And I get rid of Flea Bottom. I have no targets.
Yeah. Guess it's not really doing anything.
But I feel like getting rid of 3 of Rowan's locations is good. Is a good trade.
Yeah, you're getting rid of his economy.
So I can see that he's decided to save Flea Bottom. That's for his second sons. That's going to cost him a gold of investment every turn. And he's saved 1 Slaver's Bay port, which is only getting him 1 gold at the moment.
To be fair though, the amount of things in his discard pile, I'm not surprised he saved Flea Bottom. He must have quite a few things that you can target, but especially second sons.
A lot of them were bigs, right?
They were, yeah. But like I say, when you've got second sons in there, that's all you need, right?
Yeah, I feel like once you've got second sons in there, he's not going to use it for anything else, unless he needs a dragon for a burn.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I didn't see if a dragon went in there.
He moved Kotha across using the Close Call, so he didn't choose to move the dragon across. And I guess...
Kotha is quite important to his deck.
Yeah. And I guess as well anyway that he probably runs Fire and Blood, if he's got dragons.
Don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
So I've decided, okay, I can spend 4 gold and get out some chuds. And I can attack with chuds and force burn events or whatever.
Mm. Yeah, and
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah. And Sansa there is, relatively nice intrigue icon. I think I've only had one character die so far. Just the direwolf pup.
Yep, I agree.
So she's still on 3 strength, and she can go up to 5 with the last half. So you should be able to trigger reigns just with her if Rowan leaves it undefended.
I managed to marshal another Northern Armory as well, thanks to Donella's discount. So that's all my 5 goals spent. It seems good. Donella's a really underrated piece of economy.
Yeah, I mean, you've used her every turn. And she's really, really good for a surprise when Winter is coming.
She is that, yeah.
Because people often forget about her.
That's only if you haven't marshalled.
An oil. Yeah. So the intrigue then with Sansa. So he might just be doing what we said.
He's saving some gold. I mean, he's saving a lot of gold. 6 gold?
Maybe, yeah.
So that could be a lot of things.
Gold.
Sorry?
He would have had 6 gold. 5
yeah, and he hasn't spent any of it. So, I mean, that could be a lot of things, couldn't it? It could be blood of my blood. It probably is blood of my blood. He can also jump in Koso again if he has another copy. Yep. He can still bring in the second sons and still have 2 gold for consuming flame. So he can do a lot of things, and I know that. But I know he won't want to jump anything from, his hand unless he really wants to defend the intrigue. If he's got something good in his hand, maybe he'll defend it.
Well, he's let it go unopposed.
He's let me trigger ranged.
Yeah. So you've used your last half. Triggering reigns to go into breaking ties.
Ouch.
Ooh, okay. So you get unopposed power.
Intrigue.
Yeah, unopposed power.
Oh, and unopposed power.
Yeah. Taking Danny.
So this is good for me. I'm the first player. I get the first action after this challenge is resolved, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to bring Sander back to hand, get rid of that flea bottom. So no second son to worry about this turn.
With breaking ties, does it go back to hand? Is it not discard?
Sander's discarded, right?
You've not discarded her.
Oh, I'll probably do it in a second. But yeah, flea bottom goes back to hand.
I think you cheated.
Better not have done, that would be embarrassing.
You cheated on camera.
No, I'm sure it goes into the discard in a minute.
It does.
Oh, well, there you go then.
But not
what?
in the way it should.
What?
You cheated in a final on video. Wait till I tell Rowan.
I'm sure you're going to watch it. I think you have to sacrifice the card, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sacrifice it to send an opponent's card back to hand.
That's it.
Because that's why you can use it with, like, Summer, for example. You sacrifice Summer, then you flea bottom Summer back in, and that means you get to draw another card, and then you sacrifice it again, and then next turn you can, flea one back in. So you get the double Summer trigger, which is nice.
Awkward.
A little bit funny. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Rowan makes one in this game too.
Does he?
Yeah. Do you feel like a bad person?
Yeah, I feel a bit embarrassed, to be honest.
Oh, it's okay. We all make mistakes.
We do. I mean, it doesn't help it that nothing is happening in the video.
No.
And it's just like, let's just hang on this point. So what is actually going on? I've done a challenge?
Yeah?
Red?
Guess so. It was unopposed. I think. Yeah. Military unopposed. You got your unopposed power. That's it though, I'm afraid. So I think we're waiting on Rowan's moves. I mean, he's got 6 gold, so he's got stuff he can do. There's a Dracarys on hand there.
Just look at his hand. I can't quite see.
Yeah, it's glare directly on it from the window.
Damn. There we go. Blood of my blood.
Okay. So there's a summer plot, maybe Aggo?
Yeah, that'd be good. Double duty.
Yeah.
2 challenges from the same body. So I guess Rowan wanted the military challenge just to be out of the way before he did anything, which is why he didn't obviously defend the intrigue. Because, you know, Roman Warpack going in with just Shaggy Dog. That is 13 strength of Wolf.
And also, you risk defending and getting tasted for fleshed.
You do. And if you don't defend, you get intimidated.
Hmm. Yeah,
add that to another potential 5 strength in Nymeria. Yeah, it's just not nice.
So Rowan's doing an intrigue at you with Aggo. Is Aggo 4 strength?
Yeah.
So you can't defend and win this, I think? Because Nymeria, is that only on attack? Her Nymeria's effect.
Yeah, well, it's on defence.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. So you're letting it go through unopposed.
Sansa!
But he forgets to take his unopposed power. And Jay, you know that stanza that you were supposed to have discarded, honey?
Yep. Yeah, it's bad.
Not good.
Neither of us pick it up. We should both get a warning.
Yeah. But yeah, as I say, Rowan did forget his unopposed power there.
Warning for Rowan.
Going for the military.
Haven't I already done the military?
You have. Rowan hasn't.
Oh, right, cool.
That's why the military's under Rowan's name and not yours. Are you tilting because you made a little mistake?
No, I'm looking at FP and I'm thinking I'm doing challenges.
No, FP just means that you're the first player, hun.
Well, yeah, that's what FP normally stands for, darling.
Yes, because that's what I devised when I made and edited these videos.
That's what everyone refers to it on the internet forums, honey.
Don't get funny with me. Unless you want to sit and edit all of these.
Your face is going purple.
It's because it's warm. You're the one who's embarrassed because you fucked up on video.
Oh, I'm not embarrassed. Take it on the chin. It's fine. Everyone fucks up. Even I fuck up and I'm almost perfect.
I don't think even your mother would try and claim that it was almost perfect.
I don't know. I think she might.
I don't think she would. You should see the way she rolls her eyes at you, hun.
Yeah, yeah.
Is the round done?
I think he is.
There we go.
That flea bottom hit meant he couldn't do the power challenge.
Although, if he'd used Blood of My Blood to go and get Ricaro, and then used Kotho for the military or the intrigue, could that not have worked?
Then he would have just done 2 challenges.
Yeah, but surely doing the power is more important, right?
I mean, I could defend the power challenge.
With Ricaro? Oh yeah, because of Nymeria.
Donello and Nymeria. And maybe he'd want to empty my hand and get rid of that Nymeria dupe.
Yeah.
Before he does a reset.
So I think I saw first snow. Oh shit, was that a Valar? Got blood in my you got what is it? That's not what I was looking at.
Fortified position.
Fortified position, there you go.
All my stuff is blank. All my characters anyway. So those wolves aren't going to be getting a +2 from the wolf pack. And Donella's not going to be discounting anything from me.
Okay. What's the Targ plot that reduces your strength by 1?
Blood of the Dragon.
That's it, Blood of the Dragon. I was thinking of Rise of the Dragon, but I'm getting confused with Rise of the Kraken there.
So I've gone and got Grey Wind.
Okay.
Because basically, You know, there's no point in going to get Summer to get a pup back in hand so I can poke at Rowan with a pup, because 45 position and Summer's not going to trigger. So I'll get Grey Wind. He seems good. He's another Intimidate dog. Just give me some more option.
Yeah, you're not going to be tromping many things that are 1 strength because there aren't a lot in Targ at the moment. Not things that are played frequently anyway. But as you say, the Intimidate is going to be handy if Rowan never puts any characters on the actual board.
I mean, I've already got 2 wolves with Intimidate. That's not a big factor. I've still got Late Summer Feast that I still have not played.
Oh, yeah.
And if I get Rob in hand, then I can get Rob and Grey Wind. So here's another Flea Bottom.
Oh, there you go. Oh, and you can Flea Bottom Sansa back in.
I can.
So, is this... You're still marshalling. We've got 4 gold. What are you thinking here? I mean, it's...
I'm going to marshal a Bolton Flare because that's how I roll. Because they're 45 position and they're blank and they won't trigger this round, I'm going to marshal the second Bolton Flare I have because he's blank.
You run 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really good.
See, I only run 1 and I'm always really scared when I play it.
I love them because
I always
generally anything that's 2 cost or 1 cost you can get back with Summer, so it's not really a drama.
Yeah, that's true.
And
but there's always a risk of putting your board too small.
So when you run 2 Bolton Flares and you run 3 Grey Wind, your opponent Chud must be very scared. And if you get rid of all the Chud, that means you're killing all the big with your military claim. Or you're going to march them away.
Seems strong and half.
That's the plan anyway.
So, I mean, I'm looking at Rowan's board here and I'm looking at your board. And Rowan is not looking good.
He's not looking that happy either.
No. A bit glum.
I mean, the political disaster, then into breaking ties, getting rid of the Flea Bottom, leaving him with 1 location that he'd patiently been building up through the game to support his latter gameplay.
I think he's actually past marshalling here. So just to confirm, fortified position is only on characters, right?
Yeah.
But when the characters are in your hand, they're not blank yet?
No.
So he can still use Kotho?
Yeah, it only affects characters in play.
Okay.
So Kotho's reaction can be triggered from his hand.
As can the Sundays?
I think it's an interruptible reaction to her being in the discard pile. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
So Sandra's coming in. She's also blank, which is nice.
I mean, she's on full strength.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. So Sansa then for 4 strength. Because, as you point out, she's blank. And you could trigger the last half here to trigger Reigns if you wanted to.
What, on a power challenge?
Oh, sorry, never mind.
No one noticed.
No one saw, heard me fucking that up.
It's okay. I mean,
she normally does the intrigue. Oh, yeah, intrigue.
If you just watch the game, it says power underneath where it says Richard Walker FP.
You little shit. Fine.
So he can send the second sons in, but he doesn't want to because they'll die from the military challenge. So, is he just going to block it with something little, or is he going to go for it? He's going to bring a dragon in. My action. And because he says your action, it indicates that he's got an action that he wants to do.
So he does have a Dracarys there, which he just put on the very top of his hand. So if I were you, I'd boost. Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to boost because I want to win the power challenge.
Yeah.
And I know he still doesn't have a defender on the board.
So you boost, you win the power challenge.
Up to 10.
Up to 10. Looking good.
But we've still got to come back. I don't think Nymeria has been in a single challenge.
I think it should have been Jakarist if she had.
Yeah, but just being there with that dupe is, it feels safe.
Yeah.
She's safe from a Valar Morghulis. She'll be safe from a Valar Dohaeris. And military claim. So, she can just sit there and give me that peace of mind. Still got the other bottom flare in Shadows, just in case there is a reset as well.
Yeah.
So I think I'm well set.
So you've not forgotten about it then?
No.
Okay.
Just waiting out the resets. I might not even need to use it.
That'd be quite funny. Oh, what's going on here? So Iron Bank brings Rhaegal back to hand. So the military going through unopposed there. And this stops Rowan having to claim Rhaegal.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that he put Rhaegal out because he wanted to Jacaris somebody. There's not really much other reason to bring him out of the discard pile for that.
He wanted me to. He wanted to stop me going forward in the power challenge. He's just trying to stall out the game a little bit longer so he can get his pieces back together. And stopping me winning the power challenge is a good way to do that.
Yeah.
But I had the last half.
Yeah, I think the last half has been really strong for you in this game. Is this have you got any? I can't speak. How many do you have in your deck? There we go.
How many? What do I have in my deck?
Last half.
2.
2. Okay.
Because it's just really, really good for triggering range, for winning challenges. 1, you just don't see it enough. I think it's good enough to see every game. So we've got an unexpected return. All that gold spent for Dany.
Well, not quite all. 5 of the gold. It's got 2 gold remaining there. But Dany coming in with the power, which I don't think you can defend and win.
Well, I could defend with Donella and trigger Nymeria. I can't trigger Nymeria because blank. So, yeah, I don't think I can win the challenge. So I might as well just play safe and unoppose it.
I guess so. Oh, or you could trigger your Northern Armory.
Who would I stand?
Sansa. She's on 4 strength.
She's on 4 strength. And is it worth killing Sansa?
Oh, she's flea bottomed anyway, right?
She is.
So it's fine if she dies.
So I defended with Donella and Sansa.
Yeah.
So that way, because I see he's got 2 gold. If you play Consuming Flames on Sansa and I go in with Sansa alone, Dany wins the challenge and takes my power. If I go in with Donella and Sansa, then Consuming Flames would only kill Donella and Sansa would still win the challenge.
Oh wow, so he's...
But he did a bigger thing.
So he's Waking the Dragon to stand Dany, Knelt Dany and Jacaris Sansa, and that means he wins the challenge.
Yep.
So this was probably a little bit of a tough choice, because if he'd Jacaris Donella, then Donella would be gone and Sansa would be going at the end of the round, so you'd only have 3 characters left on the board.
But then he wouldn't have won the challenge.
So I guess he also had to tie up, how much does he want that extra power off of you? And with you being so close to winning, I think maybe he decided it was important to do that.
Not only that, he brought Dany back to hand, which, that 5 gold investment hasn't even stayed on the board.
Which is a shame.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't mind that because he's going to reset, I think. I think it's time. It's 11-1. If you're going to reset, you're going to do it now.
Yeah, there you go. So Valar. And you've read it.
Yeah. I see it's probably time that he's going to reset. It's time to put out the big plot.
So you've gone for Late Summer Feast there. Finally used it. And as we said, Rowan has played Valar. This is tough for Rowan. He's only going to get 4 gold with the Slavers Bay Port and the Valar itself. So, he's reduced you to 1 character, but you've got a strong board. You've backboard even. Your economy, you've got 11 gold this turn. You're going to be fine. Whereas Rowan's only got 4 gold with which to try and play around with.
I suspect Rowan's hand is better than mine.
Maybe. I guess
let's see what I've got, yeah.
So, marshalling then, you are first player.
And it's always nice catching a late on my feet against a 5 reserve plot. Valar got a reserve of 5. He might be getting rid of cards.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to be able to keep as many in hand.
But then he is playing flea bottom, so not always ideal.
Mm. From what I can see, he's not got that many flea bottom targets in hand anyway.
Okay, so I played out a Winterfell Steward.
Oh, wow.
And got out Duped Grey Wind and Rob. So that's what I was sitting on in hand.
Lovely.
No intrigue.
I wonder if his hand is better than mine. You with your Duped Grey Wind and a Rob. So this is quite cool because Rob and Grey Wind together means that you can chomp two strength characters on Rowan's side. Mm-hmm. So there are a few of his dragons that are only 2 strength.
One dragon.
Is Rhaegar 3 strength?
He is.
Ah. There is 1 dragon that is only 2 strength. You could chomp if needed.
But depending on the board, I can go in with the military with Rob, snag the renown, bite the Winterfell Steward, trigger Rob, stand my board again and go in with the power.
Of course.
Seeing Dany in the hand is kind of worrying. So maybe I want to try and win it quicker, but Rowan's only got 4 goals worth.
Also worth noting that your Reigns deck currently has 0 intrigue icons on the board. Yep. Just saying.
Who needs intrigue?
I thought you liked to get out of the late summer feast.
Irrelevant at this stage. I think I'm quite happy to give him card.
Yeah.
Because he's got little economy. Because it comes down to 2 things. You need to win a card game. You need economy and cards, right?
Yeah.
Cards and money to play him with. And if he got all the cards, he just hadn't got any money to play him with. So that political disaster set him back quite a bit.
Yeah. He's used 2 Dracarys now, right?
Has he?
He's used at least 2.
I thought that was the first one. I thought he was going to use one earlier, but he didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure he's used 2. Because he Dracarys Sansa, and then he also Dracarys like a really random one earlier on. You're shaking your head at me, but I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't recall that.
Okay.
Who did he kill? Direwolf Pup. I don't think anyone else I've known has died.
I can't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. I normally am.
Oh, don't be like that.
Well, more just I have a terrible memory, so. Military with Nymeria. If he doesn't defend...
Nymeria is going to do something.
Yeah, first challenge.
So I feel like we're going toward the end game.
Well, hopefully. I mean, we're 53 minutes in hand. I know it's a fine when you get 2 hours.
What I'm saying is I feel like this could be the last round and Nymeria is going to go into a challenge.
Okay.
So I'm going in with Nymeria because she can get dragged. It doesn't matter. I could stand my Winterfell Steward.
That sounds like a fantastic play, honey.
It does.
The Rowan's having a really good look at all of his cards. He's checking his hands, checking his discard.
He got 1 gold.
Yeah.
He's got no claim. He doesn't want to just lose the dragon, so he's gonna have to do something.
So, at least stop you from getting unopposed.
I mean, I feel like I'm winning this game, so I'm just getting a bit excited now. I'm gonna eat it rather than let it die to claim.
What? Richard!
What? Just wanted to use it.
You're a silly sod. So, yes, people, we did just see that. Rhaegar was going to die to military claim, but Richard decided that he wanted Rhaegar to be killed with taste for flesh instead of regular military claim.
I just wanted to say
he was showing off.
I just wanted to say the word doggo feast. Yeah, you know what it means.
You absolute dork. You just did that on the commentary.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh dear.
Alright, so you have a power challenge blocked by the second sun. Last half wins it for me.
Yep. So there's power claim. Power claim.
That's it. Well, Rowan's forgotten to take power claim.
To be fair, he forgot to take an unopposed earlier.
Yeah.
So I guess it kind of balances out.
Yeah, and I forgot to sacrifice Sansa, which basically means I forgot to suffer intrigue claim. So, there's a few mistakes.
Yeah. Well, we're at the end of a
grueling
round,
day.
8th round?
Yeah.
So.
14-1. Rowan's got something to do if he wants to come back. But he's still got 10 minutes to do it in.
10 minutes to gain 14 power. He's got this. So I think it was at this point I realised that he was on 14 and I was like, right, that's it. I need to come and watch this. And yeah, basically told the guy that I was giving a demo to that I'm going to have to ignore him now.
Yeah, we see Rowan discarded Missandei to reserve.
Oh yeah. And put her into play. So,
and now Rowan's going to get some gold.
He is. Maybe he's actually going to be able to play some characters. Wow, look at that discard.
That is an impressive discard pile.
Considering
Sadly,
you're not playing a
Rowan,
mill
you
deck.
don't get a gold for every character in your discard pile.
God, imagine if there was a card that let you do that and you were running an Asher deck.
Pillage.
Yeah, seems good.
Green site, pillage. Yeah, that would be stupid.
I love mill decks. I think they're great.
They're stupid.
They are stupid, but stupid great.
They're pretty funny. I mean, I always sometimes when I think about pillage, I think, yeah, I want to run cards like, you know, Corpse Lake and stuff. And you realise half the pillage cards that gain power are just non-loyal. Breaking Ties just hurts it. So Corpse Lake is non-loyal. Imagine getting 6 power on that and having it Breaking Tide.
Oh, that'd be sad.
Imagine getting 6 power on that and having it Sea Bitched.
Yeah, last year at Starlake I was running Corpse Lake. We did some casual melee games. And Corpse Lake was great. And now it's like, no, you'd have to be an idiot to play Corpse Lake.
Breaking Ties is a thing.
Yeah, Breaking Ties, and as I say, Sea Bitch has come out since then.
Did you like my last melee deck?
What was your last melee deck? Was that the one where you just screwed everyone over? Was that in the Euro one?
Yeah.
3 games in a row where you had Last of the Giants and Varys' Riddle.
3 games in a row where I had
3
Last of the
rounds.
Giants.
3 rounds, sorry.
And it wasn't Varys' Riddle, it was Varys himself.
Oh, yeah, I know what I mean.
You're tired, it's okay.
I'm sorry, it's a late night. Been a busy day. Okay, Rowan there is going to go first.
Is that what took all the time?
Probably. Marshall to Rose Road.
Oh, we can clearly see Khal Drogo and his beer and kebab.
Yeah, the basically every time Rowan sort of like slumped onto the table, the camera jolted slightly. So like at the beginning of the round, it started perfectly lined up, and by the end, it's sort of like it's really skew with. So yes, now you can see Khal Drogo with his Danny wig holding his beer and his kebab.
What a beautiful image.
Indeed.
Well done, Rebecca, in creating that momentous piece of art.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Oh, okay, Danny's back out. Flipping heck.
That's a statement.
That is a statement. Danny's out and she's here to intimidate you.
A Danny pop on the board.
I must admit, at one point I did have like a little dragon where if you pushed a button on his back, it would flap its wings.
Nice.
When I was playing Targaryen, if I was going to Dracarys someone or if I wanted to threaten it, I'd just sit there and press the button on the back to make the wings flap.
Oh dear.
But it is worth noting that Rowan has marshalled something into shadows just next to his Slaver's Way port there. Most likely that's going to be Aegon. So if so, this is going to be really, really strong. He's going to be able to go and get Dario most likely. Which means that he should be able to steal a companion or an ally?
Or mercenary.
Or a mercenary?
He doesn't have to steal them, but he will stand them and take control of them. So that could be Missandei, Winterfell Steward, Second Son if they're on the board. Rickon gets marshalled there.
Rickon's just Lord trait, right?
Rickon is just Lord trait. I think he has some text as well.
Ooh, Ramsey.
Hi, Ramsey.
Bye, Miss Sunday.
By Winterfell Steward, not taking me. Unfortunately, I can't remember if Ramsey is ally or just House Bolton. He doesn't seem like much of an ally, does he?
No, or a companion. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey! Look, everyone's loving that.
So Egan comes in, tries to react, and you're like, "No, I'm going to Rickon that." And Rowan was like, "He's got text."
Oh my god!
Everyone watching was like, "Yay!"
Amazing.
It was a fun last moment there.
Everyone did kind of like go off on one there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Everyone sort of cheered and was like, "Whoa!"
You'll probably be able to hear it under the commentary.
Really?
So Rowan's still going for this though. It says going for a power with Egon. So you've only actually got Rob to defend this, which is a little bit risky.
It's fine. I think I can take it. Just I can let it unopposed. Go down to 13. And then I can just fire 3 challenges back at him. You can't defend them all.
Yeah, that's true. Something that's going to go through unopposed, right?
Got no gold? Or does he have gold?
He doesn't have any gold, but remember he does run the Iron Bank will have its due.
That is true.
So if you wanted, you could bring something back to hand to get some gold. So it's over to your challenges. You're going in for military with Nymeria. So has he got tricks? There's a Consuming Flames. There's a Dracarys there.
But is there an Iron Bank?
Couldn't quite tell.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Egon's come back to hand. How much gold is that?
3? Or is it 4? Might be 4.
I'm not sure how much it costs, to be honest.
Yeah, it's 4.
So...
Ramsey is bastard traded in House Bolton, by the way.
Ah.
Not Darioable.
Darioable.
Darioable. So many vowels.
Okay, so you're still going through this military here. So because he's brought Egon back to hand, he's going to have to do something, otherwise Dany's going to die. So I assume he's just going to Dracarys.
Could Consuming Flame him.
Although you get first action, so if you want to use last half, you can, right?
Well, I get another action, yeah. So I decided not to use it. I'm going to save last half for the power challenge with Rob.
Sounds like a good idea. So, Consuming Flames on Nymeria. And Dany's reaction there just triggering on Rob, so his strength is reduced now down to 4.
Oh, gross.
So even last half won't save him. Because if Dany reacts again... Actually, no, wait a minute.
Dracarys will save it.
It'll be alright, wouldn't it?
He'll still be fine.
It'll be fine.
But let's go in with an intrigue now.
Okay, so intrigue with Ramsey. Oh, and he's getting Dracarys.
Sick burn.
Oh dear.
I'm wiping my board by doing challenges. Why didn't I just take Dom?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the reason is Valar's coming next turn again, right? If I don't...
Oh, there's a plot cycled.
Oh no, he's Targ Wars.
Yeah.
Oh man. My plots have cycled there. Ha!
Okay. Got to do it with both of them, surely. Just in case.
Could just do it with him.
Then go in both.
Yeah,
so
let's go in with both. But I'll take the first action.
Well, you don't get first action, but... Oh, okay.
There you go, a concession. I forgot last half with +3 there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Plots have cycled.
Ah.
So.
You won your first regional.
Yep. That was cool.
Well done, darling.
Thanks.
So this year, you won your first store champ.
Yeah.
You won your first regional.
Yeah.
Gonna win nationals?
No.
Oh.
But I can tell you, our next video It's from the Northampton regional.
It is indeed.
And it would be, we didn't bother with most of the Swiss game, but we did get King of Swiss. So that's an interesting one. And who's in the King of Swiss, Rebecca?
That would be me and you, Richard.
Yes, it's me versus Rebecca for King of Swiss. So that'll be a fun next game.
And I apologise in advance for all the mistakes I make.
Me too.
So yeah, we've got us for King of Swiss in the Northampton Regional for our next game. But yeah, Richard just won the Alpha Games Regional.
Congratulations, me.
Well done you. So thanks everyone for watching as always. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/The White Walkers. And of course, thank you to all our patrons for your support. We really do appreciate it. And we'll see you for the Northampton King of Swiss with us.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye guys.